Now we are going to begin ourselves with this chapter number 2, the new topic, that is factors of production and its characteristic. This particular terminology is not new for you. You have learned about the factors of production in 10th grade in social studies as well. So you are very well aware when we are talking about any particular factory or any particular business, we need this particular concept or this particular factors of production, which is quite important. Okay, so we are going to talk about land, its characteristic, then labor, its characteristic, then capital and its characteristic, and the final one, that is entrepreneur and their characteristics in this particular video. So let us begin ourselves that what is the meaning of factors of production. Now, is it possible for us to have any particular production without any of this particular factors? Is it possible for us? No, this is not at all possible. Okay, so let us understand what is the meaning of factors of production. So when we are talking about the factors of production, by changing the form of a commodity or any particular product given by the nature and increases the utility of that product, that is the commodity, is known as the production. When we are modifying the natural things which is available to us easily around us for our development, for our satisfaction, for our requirement, when we are making modifications in that, we call it as a production. So this is the definition of production. For that process, whatever we use, it is known as the factors of production. So again, this is the second definition in this two line. First I spoke about what is the meaning of production. So to revise that, when we are making the modification in the natural available resources for our satisfaction, for our benefit and for our development, we call it as a production. For producing any such kind of commodity, whatever factors, whatever things we utilize in that, all those factors will be considered as the factors of production. So following the definition of these two, we are having 4 different types of factors of production. They are land, labor, capital and entrepreneur. So let us understand. Now, according to the Marshall, there are only 2 types of factors of production, that is the human being and nature. The gross domestic production depends on the factors of production and the production process. These 4 factors are the most important one. Now, the activity of conversion, already we have discussed about this, that activity of conversion of raw materials and the resources into the final goods which satisfy human wants is known as the production. This is another definition which we have just now discussed. Okay. To continue with the factors of production, we are supposed to talk about the land. Basically, if we are starting or beginning or establishing any production source, obviously we require a place to make the settle down. So that particular place we call it as the land. So in ordinary sense, land means the surface of the earth. This is for the common or the layman. Okay. But in economics terminology, it is not only land but all natural resources which are useful for the production is known as the land. In a very simple word, if you want to say, you can say it is the raw material which is provided to make any particular business settle down. Okay. According to the Marshall, all natural resources which have been given to man by nature freely can be known as the land. Whether it is land, water, mineral or air. That means these are the basic requirements to make any business set up. Okay. From this point of view, minerals, rivers, lakes, forests, etc. are also the natural gift to man, and these are the gifts of nature. So according to that, the characteristic for the very first factors of production is it is a gift of nature. Proportion or supply of land is fixed. It is not like that we will require. The population has increased. Everyone is in need of the land, so we are going to increase the land. No, it is not like that. It is fixed only. Whatever land we are having, we need to arrange. We need to manage in that particular area only. Land is not at all movable. Land is imperishable factors of the production. So I hope you understand what is the meaning of imperishable. Land has a variety of quality. We have already discussed all such kind of a thing in 9th and 10th grade social studies, right? Fertility of the land is not everywhere equal, but here we are not supposed to talk only about the agricultural factor or sector. We are supposed to talk about agriculture plus industrial sector as well. Okay. In active factors of production, the return or remuneration of land is rent. This point you need to keep it in your mind, because when we are talking about these factors of production, we need to think even about the return what we get in this. So when we are talking about the land, that means we can rent, give that particular place. Suppose if I am having a piece of land and it is of not my use, definitely I am going to earn some money from that. So that particular place will be given to someone to utilize that. Obviously, I am not going to give that particular place in free to use. I am going to get something from that. So that is particular, we call it as the rent. I hope it is clear. After that, we are having the labor. Labor, that means the person who is doing the work. It includes machines as well as human beings. But I feel, on a general term, human beings are the maximum labor we consider. Even if we are doing some work or activity with the help of machine, who is going to operate? Obviously, it is human being. So most of the time, labors are, that means we are supposed to talk about only and only human resources. Okay. Now there are number of things in which we can conclude or include the labors. For example, if you are having a person who is well qualified, but obviously if that person is having interest, they will go and work in the agriculture, they may work in the offices, right? So that is going to be their choice. That means here we are supposed to talk about the classes of the labor. If we are talking about labor in a general term, that means we are talking about a person who is earning per day. So that particular person we call it as a labor in a general term. But when we are talking about the economic term, definitely we are supposed to talk about all the people who are doing various types of a job. So let's understand. Usually in ordinary sense, physical work is known as a labor, as I told you. But in economic term, physical as well as mental work undertaken for the monetary consideration and without being inspired, the feeling of mental joy or other emotions is known as a labor. Okay. In short, labor means any mental and physical work done in order to get the remuneration partially or fully. It is known as the labor. Okay. So when we are talking about the labor, that means what are we going to get? हमको क्या मिलेगा in return? Either wages. Okay. Either we are going to get wages or wages. That means we are supposed to talk about the person who is earning per day. फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर आपको एकदम इजी और स्मूथ एग्जाम्पल मुझे देना होगा, तो आपको वो क्या आजू बाजू में जो कंस्ट्रक्शन वर्क चलता है, राइट? सो वहाँ पे जो मजदूर काम करते हैं, दिस इज द टर्म विच वी यूज इन अ वेरी जनरल टर्म. बट हियर व्हेन वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द इकोनॉमिक्स, आई एम रिपीटिंग, वी आर सपोज्ड टू टॉक अबाउट बोथ those who are doing physical work as well as those who are doing the mental work. Both of them, they are considered as the labors. Ultimately, they are going to earn something, that is either we call it as a salary or we call it as the wages. I hope it is clear to you. So from this discussion, let us derive some characteristics. Labor is a living factors of production. It is movable, perishable as well. Okay. It is inseparable. We cannot separate labor from any of the factors of production. Labor is a dynamic source. Efficiency of the labor is varied and labor supply depends upon the population. The supply of laborers can be increased. The return or remuneration of the laborers, we call it as the wages. I hope the labor is quite understandable or clear to you. After that, we have capital. Capital is a main factor of the production. There are two main traits of capital. Number one, it is produced and created by men. It is used to produce the things. Okay. If money is used for the consumption of articles, it can be called as a capital. Basically, when we are talking about the industrial sector or agricultural sector, we need to have particular infrastructure before beginning of any particular business or any particular work. So before that, when we begin anything, we need some capital, that is about the money. Okay, so that is what we call it as a capital, but it is used for the purchase of machine or other things used in the production process, which is also known as the capital. So from this, when we are talking about the capital, characteristics are man-made factors of production. It is mobile, highly mobile. Suppose if I am having any machine, I am having particular amount with me and I am starting my business. If I need any machine, obviously it is going to be purchased by me, okay, and when I am purchasing it, it is highly mobile. If I am not happy in this particular place, I can take my machine to the other place as well, okay. So it is highly mobile. Updation is also there. Nowadays you are very well aware that what is the meaning of updation. That means technology is every now and then changing after every second. So obviously when we are talking about the machine, it is getting updated as well. It is scarcity, it is scarcity, commodity, scarcity, rarely available. Encourage productivity of laborers. It is active form of saving. The return or the remuneration of the capital is interest. When we are saving or when we are investing somewhere, we are thinking for the interest. What are we going to get back? So this particular return is known as the interest. Okay. Now we are supposed to talk about the entrepreneur. Okay. What is the meaning of entrepreneur? To coordinate the factors of production is known as the entrepreneur. These are the three things which has been developed by human being, but this is a person who is developing all these three things. Okay, so that particular person who is investing some amount in this all factors of the production, we call it as the entrepreneur in a simple language. I hope it is clear. In modern economy, the place of entrepreneur is in the center. He coordinates the factors of production like labor, capital and land. Generally, entrepreneur is one who arranges the necessary factors of production, starts production, continues and it ropes their consequences. Consequences, that means either you are going to gain profit or you are going to incur loss. So who is going to bear all this? That is going to be bear by entrepreneur, either profit or loss, and he is a person who is going to be in the center of all these three factors of production. Now, generally, entrepreneur is the one who arranges the necessary factors of production, starts production, continues it, and ropes their consequences. There is a difference entrepreneurs and managers. Administration works are done by manager, whereas entrepreneurs takes a risk. I hope it is clear. He pays a fixed return to all the three factors, but his return is not fixed, as they are supposed to talk about either profit or loss. I hope it is clear. As land, they are going to get in return rent. A laborer, they are going to get in return wages. Capital, interest. But what about this? If it is the loss, then loss. Completely, totally loss. But if it is the profit, then it will be divided again in these three factors of production as well. I hope it is clear to you and you have got the difference between all these factors of production. According to this, let us have the characteristic of the factors of production, that is about the entrepreneur. This factor takes all the decision of economic activity. This factor is known as the risk-taking factor. As I told you, either they are going to have profit or they are going to have the loss. He must have leadership quality because he needs to manage all these three factors of production as well. Most activity or active form of production is entrepreneur. He gets profit in return or a remuneration. It can be positive or negative. If we are talking about the positive, that means we are supposed to talk about the profit, and if we are talking about the negative one, that means here we are talking about the loss. So I hope these factors of production are quite clear to you.